What's up, YouTube? King Grimpachi here at again another video, and I'm watching Tech Games Etc's review of the Destiny beta, and I agree with him pretty much. He says it's more like Borderlands than anything. I feel like it's just Halo with a little bit of Borderlands sprinkled on, but that's just a separate of opinion. But he was talking about the multiplayer, and I played and experienced the multiplayer, and I just realized how unbalanced and unfair that motherfucking multiplayer is probably going to be. And I'm going to tell you why. If you don't know, when you play the game, you play the beta, whatever you unlock in single player, it takes you onto multiplayer, right? Now, if this game has as many guns as, say, a Borderlands or anything else, what's going to end up happening is this: if it's set up like any other loot drop game with the white, green, purple, blue, yellow, orange, dark purple setup of basically the best thing that you can ever have is what they would consider a legendary item or a legendary weapon. Do you know how unbalanced this game is going to be for new players and unfair for new players? Now, unless they outright just say you can't have, but that's going to be kind of bullshit, that you can't bring in legendaries to the multiplayer, it's going to be unbalanced. One of the reasons why they took the arena out of Borderlands 1 is because people would be in there with overpowered weapons, and anybody could join the arena and just hop in. It wasn't like you had to be the same level as me or anything like that. And this multiplayer basically seems like, as long as you are the base level of whatever it needs to activate multiplayer, you could play with anybody and any and everybody. And you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do matchmaking and shit. But guess what? Matchmaking means nothing, because if it's like any other game like this, you can trade for a legendary. So someone that got a legendary can give you a legendary. Like, that's how it is. Like, you could be low level as shit, and there are low level legendaries in a Borderlands or in a Diablo or any loot drop game. So I'm confused on how this is going to work. It's not going to be very balanced. If someone comes in there, even if they're low leveled, if everybody's low level, but you still come in there with a legendary geared up character, you're going to beast everybody because you have legendary weapons. It's just as simple as that. Your weapons are going to be 10 times better than anybody else's. How is this multiplayer going to be balanced in the long run? Should they go back? Just let me know what you think. Should they go back and just make the multiplayer like a traditional one where you have your own, the multiplayer is separate, where you have your own loadouts, and they basically have certain weapons that you can use for the multiplayer? Because if they balance this, that's just a great feat for them. But for what I could tell right now, I don't see how they're going to do it. If you come in with legendaries and overpowered weapons, you're overpowered. That's just as simple as that. Right now, Borderlands 2, you could play 1 versus 1 in that game, and you could be higher level than me. I got a legendary weapon, you're dead. It's done. Unless you kill me quick before I could do anything or some shit like that, you're done. That's just how it goes. You know, like, so I don't see how this is going to work out too well. I think maybe they should go back to the traditional multiplayer where they have set guns or a number of guns that you can have. Or maybe when you get in multiplayer, maybe like, no matter if it's a legendary weapon or not, you get to keep your weapons and how they look. But the stats that they have, they all default to some type of basic shotgun stat or some basic assault rifle stack, and they all have the same stats. Every assault rifle has the same stat when you get in multiplayer, every shotgun, so no gun is different from the other. Maybe that could work, but like I said, I don't see how they're gonna do this shit. Like, it's not gonna make any sense. They should just either have it where I don't know how to explain it. It'd be too much work, I would think, and too much shit to make it so, like, it'll detect if you have a legendary. So then you can only play with people who have legendaries. That's a little bit extreme. The best thing I think they could probably do before it releases is just make a separate mode for multiplayer where they have guns for you that you can choose, that you unlock for the multiplayer, and everything else that's single player related is single player related. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, you know what I'm saying? It's not like your gun for single player goes to multiplayer. But that's how it is now. I don't see how to balance it. And a lot of people have been complaining about that shit. Because I have a gun. It's not a legendary. It's some lightning gun. And when I shoot normal AI with it, you charge it up and it shoots lightning. They die in one hit. Not the real strong ones, but the normal enemies. I'm a level 8, the highest level on the Destiny beta right now. You shoot someone and they're down, right? One hit. And when I'm playing multiplayer and I hit somebody with it, they're down one hit too. So, and it's not like it's a gun that charges really slow. It charges pretty damn fast. So, How is that balanced? I don't see how this multiplayer is going to be balanced. I don't know how it's going to work out. I think this may be even more unbalanced than Halo 4. And Halo 4 wasn't necessarily unbalanced. It was just the hit detection wasn't that great. That was about it, you know. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how they're gonna fix this. But peace out, gamers. Keep gaming. Let me know what you think. If you play the Destiny beta, how do you think they're gonna balance the multiplayer? If you play games that I mentioned, you will understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you probably won't get what I'm saying to you. But the best thing I could say to you is this: imagine if you get into a lobby on Call of Duty, all right, and gold guns, when it's just a camo on Call of Duty, but let's say a gold gun makes all the stats of any weapon that's gold 100%. Like it brings everything up to the highest stat possible, right? And you get into a firefight or a fight between a dude with a gold gun that has higher stats than every other gun in the game. How is anybody supposed to beast this guy or be better than this guy or kill this guy if he has an overpowered weapon? The only way it could be even is everybody had that overpowered weapon. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see how they're gonna do that with Destiny if they're allowing you to take your single player weapons to multiplayer, unless they deactivate the weapons. But then, you know, I don't know how that'll work either. I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you think. Peace out, Guarantee Gaming, and check out Tech Games, etc.'s review on Destiny. Peace out.